He should have joined a long time ago.
I'm curious, have you seen the memes that people have of him in jiu-jitsu class now as a white belt? Have you seen any of those?
They're going off. He shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fran Caballero asked, nunchucks?
Nate Diaz, a name that echoes through the halls of the UFC, a man whose grit, unbreakable will, and unforgettable fights have made him a legend. From his brutal battles against Conor McGregor to his iconic moments in the Octagon, Diaz has given everything to the sport. But after stepping away, many wondered, could we ever see him return? Well, the wait is over. Nate Diaz is back, but this time it's different. The UFC landscape has changed, and with it, a new generation of fighters has emerged. Can Diaz, now older and wiser, still dominate? Will his skills, sharpened over years of relentless training, be enough to silence the doubters? This isn't just another comeback, it's a fight for legacy, and Diaz has one question to answer. Can he reclaim his throne in the Octagon once again? Subscribe to Peak Plays, now recap of Diaz's UFC journey.
It's been a long time, been a year since we've seen you in the Octagon, but you have never looked sharper. This was a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, I'm gonna fight your
Nate Diaz isn't your average fighter. He's a brawler, a tactician, and above all, a warrior. From his early days on The Ultimate Fighter to becoming a household name, Diaz's journey in the UFC is nothing short of legendary. His battles with Conor McGregor were more than just fights. They were wars that shook the MMA world. The infamous second-round rear naked choke he locked in on McGregor is still talked about today. And who can forget the Stockton slap, his signature move that symbolizes his unapologetic style. Diaz doesn't fight to win pretty, he fights to break his opponents mentally and physically. But after years of taking on the toughest in the sport, injuries and contract disputes led him to step away. Fans were left wondering if they'd ever see him in the Octagon again, unsure if his body or the UFC itself would allow him to continue the journey he began. Diaz's training and recent moves. While Diaz may have stepped out of the UFC spotlight, he never stopped grinding. He's known for pushing his body to the limits, from marathon training to intense sparring sessions with top fighters. Videos of him running through the streets of Stockton or relentlessly drilling jiu-jitsu moves show a man who has never lost his fire. Diaz has also been exploring new arenas, with rumors of potential boxing matches and even some jiu-jitsu tournaments. His recent exhibition match with Jake Paul highlighted that his fighting spirit is still alive and kicking. It's clear that his time away hasn't dulled his edge, it's only sharpened it, but training alone won't be enough. The question now is whether Diaz can translate this relentless preparation into success against a new breed of UFC fighters. Future prospects and challenges.
I mean, the kid's 38 now. You know, it's whatever he wants to do now in the twilight of his career. I wish him nothing but the best.
The UFC isn't the same place Diaz left behind. Fighters like Israel Adesanya, Khamzat Chimaev, and Kamaru Usman have risen to dominate their divisions. These new faces bring speed, power, and a level of technical mastery that has redefined the sport. For Diaz, it's no longer just about surviving in the Octagon. It's about proving that his style can still compete. At 39, Diaz faces the physical challenge of age, but what he brings to the table is experience, a battle-hardened mind, and an ability to adapt under pressure. The UFC's current roster offers no easy fights, but for Diaz, it's not just about winning, it's about leaving a mark. His return could spark new rivalries and reignite old ones, but no matter who stands in front of him, Diaz is ready to prove that he's still one of the toughest fighters to ever grace the cage. Nate Diaz's comeback isn't just another fight, it's a battle for his legacy. Will he rise to the challenge or has the sport passed him by? Hit subscribe and don't miss the next chapter of this epic return to the Octagon. Thanks for watching.